Tonight on the South Today, guide dogs are in the spotlight, with one Invercargill woman sharing her story ahead of the annual appeal. A seafood restaurant on the remote west coast has ridden out the COVID storm and is enjoying an influx of visitors. And age was no obstacle for the guest of honour at a special International Women's Day celebration in Gore. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. Collectors will be on the streets later this week, raising money for the annual Guide Dog Puppy Appeal. Southland resident Samara Guttary has low vision and knows firsthand just how life-changing the support of a guide dog can be.
Going for a walk is a lot easier than it used to be for Samara Guttary since she was paired up with guide dog Carly almost 3 years ago. The Invercargill resident's been living with low vision since age 9 and says she found her canine companion opened her world in more ways than she can count.
I couldn't distinguish where a doorway was in a building. She just finds the doorway, so I don't, if I'm going somewhere new that I don't know, I feel confident doing that by myself. So, yeah, that's probably the best thing. And just the companionship at home, company, yeah.
Training guide dogs has been an important part of the work by the Blind Low Vision New Zealand organisation for more than 130 years. But finding the right match between dog and handler can take time. Only a third of puppies manage to pass the rigorous 2-year training to become guide dogs. But those efforts are well worth it.
When I was younger, I used to always say to my parents, because we had labs, I wish we could train our dog to help me get around as a joke. And then, I just started looking into whether, you could get a guide dog. And I couldn't believe it when, they said that I was eligible.
The Guide Dog Puppy Appeal runs over March, with a 2-day nationwide street appeal later in the month. Funds raised this year will go towards building a new fit-for-purpose kennel for guide dogs in training, assisting in raising more dogs like Carly. In Invercargill, the South Today.
And volunteers will be on the streets accepting donations for the Guide Dog Puppy Appeal this Friday and Saturday. Well, the cause of a fire that tore through the Spates Alehouse Bar and Restaurant in Queenstown over the weekend has now been determined by investigators. 45 firefighters from across the central Otago region spent hours bringing the blaze under control after the building's fire alarm went off at around 7 on Sunday morning. Fire and Emergency New Zealand investigators have concluded the fire was sparked by an electrical fault in the kitchen. Crews believe the fire travelled up the ducts and into the roof space, making the blaze difficult to put out. Building owner Clark Frew says the interior of the building is a shambles and will likely take months to rebuild. One of New Zealand's most remote eateries has been enjoying a resurgence in business thanks to the tourist season. The Craypot Cafe and Restaurant in Jackson Bay may be hard to find, but even while the borders were closed, the business was kept busy serving up the best seafood the West Coast has to offer.
A seaside destination hidden in the mountains. Business is booming at the Craypot Cafe and Restaurant in Jackson Bay, despite COVID-19's impacts on much of the country. The colourful seafood eatery is co-owned by sisters Diana and Nicole Buchanan. The pair say they were one of the lucky businesses who were largely unaffected by COVID and have managed to grow as restrictions lifted.
We weren't really affected by COVID. We were initially for the shutdown, but then when we opened up we were pretty lucky because we had a lot of boaters coming in. So our business actually improved during COVID with Kiwis, so it was quite good for us. Since the borders reopened and international tourists returned, business has continued to improve for one of the country's most remote restaurants. It's a big part of the small southern West Coast community, employing 7 staff during the summer months and a team of 4 in the off-peak seasons. The Haas-born sisters initially worked in the orange-painted eatery in their youth. They fell in love with the quirky place in the community of Jackson Bay, eventually taking ownership of the Craypot. We wanted to buy it because my sister had worked there for the previous owner and she loved it down there, loves the bay, and it's just a cool wee business to have, really. Something different. It arrived in its new location approximately 40 minutes from Haas 28 years ago, after being towed behind a tractor to its current home in Jackson Bay. The sisters are looking to rebuild and expand the Craypot in the future to help seat the ever-growing number of diners wanting seafood in a hidden slice of paradise. In Jackson Bay, the South Today.
A 20-year-old man has been named as the pedestrian who was tragically killed in a runaway truck accident in Dunedin last week. Connor Harley-Latty was walking to work in central Dunedin when he was hit by a driverless truck on Friday morning. The Parks' truck rolled from outside an automotive store on Carroll Street, travelling across two major roads and crashing into four parked cars on Police Street. Latty's family have paid tribute to the 20-year-old in an official death notice, expressing their heartache and beautiful memories of the young man. Police are still investigating the exact cause of the accident, and the crash has been referred to WorkSafe. Gore welcomed a special guest speaker for their International Women's Day dinner last week. Dorothy Mullen's been helping people from a young age and is now hoping to spread her message across the next generation.
Listening intently as long-time Gore resident Dorothy Mullen tells of her life's adventures. The 2022 Soar Optimist Woman Achiever of the Year was the guest speaker at the region's International Women's Day dinner last week. Mullen's been a part of the Gore community since the 70s and says she's always done what she can to help keep people company and brighten up their day.
I've always been on the lookout for down and outers to help them to be someone and to put a smile on their face.
Guests of all ages enjoyed some sweet treats and listened to the numerous caring stories Mullen had to share. She spoke about the little things she'd do, like visiting people at care homes, inspiring some of the younger girls in ways they could help their community.
It makes you realise that, even if you only have a little bit of time, there's still something you can do.
As Mullen gets on in age herself, she's still aiming to spread love and care for others for as long as she can. In Gore, the South Today.
Whai Yakane, still to come on the South Today. An adventurous family finish off a huge task in the deep south to celebrate the life of a lost family member. And Littleton Harbour plays host to some supercharged sailboat racing.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with zero deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Mattress Magic! John's taken an amazing 25% off beds and bedroom furniture. Then astounding 35% off mattresses. Plus, get a king and a queen price.
My mate John.
Aero, used by Australia's top bowlers with their unique Z-scoop grip that redefines the game. Machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy, Aero, same line, every time.
Garage Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garage quality service. Garage Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
Tinakwe, welcome back. A Dunedin family have walked the length of the country together while recovering from a traumatic loss. The adventurous whānau recently completed their journey, arriving to a warm welcome in Bluff.
Relief, tears and laughter, an emotional celebration as the adventure of a lifetime comes to an end. Tanya and Jason Henwood have hiked the length of the country with their children Briar and Nikita to honour Tanya's mother, Wendy Fraser. Fraser died in hospital after a series of mishandled procedures. The family have been sharing their experience along the way, advocating for improved patient care.
Yeah, it was quite traumatic and it affected our family quite a lot, and I think we all just needed to reconnect with each other and I think have a bit of a faith in society again.
The Dunedin family faced many difficulties on the 6-month journey from Cape Reinga to Bluff, but both parents are proud of their kids' determination.
It's been a pretty epic journey actually. Both kids have actually grown so much through the journey, and spending some time with the family has been just really pretty awesome.
They're just ordinary kids that have done a very extraordinary thing.
The younger hikers weren't sure what to think of the journey's end.
A bit weird.
Yeah, I think it's weird.
Hard to explain. I'm going to stay here. If you want to walk somewhere else,
We're not going to walk, but it's just a funny feeling. Your feet feel like they can just continue.
No, we're not going there.
Tanya is certain her mother would be thrilled at the effort and hopes sharing their story might lead to better communication and medical care. The bittersweet finish to a significant chapter for the family. Their next step to enjoy a well-earned rest. In Invercargill, the South Today.
New Zealand's first international sail GP event drew thousands of spectators to Littleton Harbour over the weekend for some supercharged sailboat racing. But some local businesses are disappointed, saying the promised financial boost from the event failed to eventuate.
Organisers behind the inaugural Sail Grand Prix in Canterbury have promised to review the event following a mixed verdict from Littleton's residents and businesses. Thousands of spectators filled the official fan zone and lined the shoreline over the weekend to watch some of the world's best sailors battle it out in Littleton Harbour.
Well, I think we're just incredibly proud to be racing in front of home fans. It's been a long time with us travelling to the other side of the world, racing at some pretty horrendous time zones if you're a Kiwi supporter to watch us live, and we're just super excited by the support we've got.
There was plenty of high-speed action, with the Canadian team pipping New Zealand for line honours. Australia remained comfortable at the top of the overall leaderboard, 11 points ahead of New Zealand, with France and Great Britain close behind. However, some of the town's businesses say the high sporting interest didn't translate into increased patronage, blaming the ban on non-residents' cars using the Littleton Tunnel and arterial roads. Meanwhile, the Sail GP village had its own catering facilities and hospitality outlets. The region's economic development agency, Christchurch, New Zealand, estimates the event was watched by millions of viewers worldwide. The weekend's racing had the potential to attract 10,000 visitors to Littleton and inject $28 million into the New Zealand economy. The Canterbury round of Sail GP was the first of a 4-year commitment to New Zealand by the Global Sailing League, with racing set to head to Auckland next time in 2024. In Christchurch, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. An Invercargill woman says her life's been transformed for the better since being paired up with her guide dog Carly. The Craypot Cafe in remote Jackson Bay has ridden out the COVID storm thanks to a steady stream of intrepid travellers. And age was no obstacle for the guest of honour at a special International Women's Day celebration dinner in Gore. And time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, well, it's short and sweet. A large high-pressure anticyclone will move over the South Island tomorrow. Heading to the top of the South Island, fine with light winds through here and edging closer to that 20-degree mark as we get closer to the weekend. But tomorrow, 19 in Nelson and Greymouth, while Christchurch gets 17 with nor'easterlies. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago. Clear skies and light winds make for good conditions through here tomorrow. Both Ashburton and Timaru head for 17, with Oamaru just behind on 16 and expecting southwesterlies with some cloud. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes. Nice and fine with light winds make for a neat lineup numbers-wise tomorrow, with Wanaka, Queenstown and Alexandra all heading for 19 degrees. Heading further south, more of the same and the light winds continue, 18 with blue skies in Gore and Balclutha, but a bit different over on the coast as the Catlins heads for 16 with some cloud and southwesterlies. And down to the deep south. Fine and cold tonight in Invercargill, dropping to 5 as the low. Then it'll be a sunny day tomorrow with 16 degrees and some light westerlies. And Friday brings warm nor'westerlies with some high clouds before some rain at night after a 20-degree day. And finally, heading to Dunedin. Cloudy and windy tonight with gusty southwesterlies dropping to 8 degrees. More cloud on the way tomorrow with changing winds and the high will be 14. And Friday looks rather cloudy too with a sunny afternoon and warmer winds than we've seen this week with 15 as the high. And that's the news this Wednesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. And you can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand. You can also now follow us on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll be back again tomorrow. Ka kite o popo.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Mattress magic! John's taken an amazing 25% off beds and bedroom furniture, and he's waving his magic wand again! An astounding 35% off mattresses, plus get a king and a queen price. Mattress magic! Only at John's Furniture Warehouse, Stafford Street, and online at mymatejohn.co.nz. Mattress magic!
Where did you get that furniture from? Stafford Street and my mate John.
Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today.
Living Well Disability Resource Centre, a not-for-profit charitable organisation and your one-stop shop for information and resources to help you retain independence. We offer a wide range of assistive products from jar openers to mobility scooters and provide assessments for Total Mobility, the half-price taxi scheme. Come and see the friendly team. You'll find us on the corner of George and Bath Streets, ground floor of Burns House.
Drive away your way with 3 incredible offers on the Honda CR-V Adventure Ready range. Choose from 2.9% finance with 0 deposit, third finance, or lease a new CR-V from just $136 per week. These offers are only available for a limited time, so be in quick. From Honda.
Passion, drama, competition, rivalry, marketing, numbers, atmosphere, power, fight, attack, intuition, love, hate, money, cash, millionaires, fans, and fans. Oh boy.